The non-catalog requisitioning menu option is used to manually create a requisition by typing in the item or service information, rather than shopping from catalogs. Depending on your organization's requirements, there may be different types of non-catalog requisitions available to you. However, in general, there exists a non-catalog requisition type for each major category, which includes supplies, catering, transportation, books, and services. The non-catalog requisitioning menu option is wizard-driven with an easy-to-use guide that takes you step-by-step through the non-catalog requisition create and submission process. The first step is to select the type of non-catalog requisition you wish to create. In this example, we will use the services requisition. First, we select the services radio option, then click the Next button. Next, we select the vendor. To search for a vendor, enter their name in the search text box and click the Go button. Note: your organization may allow you to use the Do Not Know Vendor checkbox if you do not know the name of the vendor or which vendor to select. After selecting the vendor, click the Next button. This will take you to the non-catalog requisition Create header. While at the Create header, enter as much information as possible, paying particular attention to required fields as indicated by a red border or asterisk. If you are creating a non-catalog requisition as a result of a quote, select the Yes option in the vendor quote dropdown and fill in the required fields. Make sure that all of the information in the header is complete and correct, then click the Next button to proceed. Remember, the more detailed information you provide, the easier your transaction will be to be processed. After clicking the Next button on the header screen, you should be presented with an Enter Line Items window with a message in the middle of the screen that says, No items have been entered. Click the Add Hyperlink to add line items. Once you click on the Add Hyperlink, a window will appear to allow you to enter the line item information. Enter as much detailed information as possible. The Deliver To field should contain the full name of the person for whom the order is to be delivered. For services type requisitions, the unit of measure will be automatically defaulted to lot and cannot be changed. Enter all other information, making note that scope of work can be entered as plain text or as rich text. Rich text is more exciting than plain text as it supports text formatting such as bold, italics, and underlining, as well as different fonts, font sizes, and colored text. Upload any attachments and photos as needed to provide as much detailed information as possible. Once you are finished entering the line item information, double-check the information for correctness and completeness. Then, if correct, click the Save button. You are now returned to the Enter Line Items screen, and instead of a message in the middle of the screen that says, No items have been entered, you should see the item information you entered displayed in the grid. Should you wish to edit the information you just entered, check the checkbox to select the item row, then click the Edit Hyperlink just above the grid, in the grid menu area. If you want to add another line, click on the Add Hyperlink in the grid menu area. Note, it is not necessary to check the checkbox to select the item row in order to add an item. Should you have more than one line item and want all the line items to use the same account code or deliver to, you can click the Show Line Items options. Hyperlink at the top of the grid to open the Options panel and select the settings you wish to use. If you need to enter shipping or tax, click on the Shipping and Tax Options hyperlink at the bottom of the grid and select the settings you wish to use for that order. When finished entering line items, double-check all information, and if correct, click the Next button. This will take you to the Confirm screen. The Confirm screen gives you one last opportunity to verify that all information you have entered is complete and correct. Should you see something you wish to add or change, simply use the Previous button to return to the screen where the change is to be made. Make the change, then click the Next button until you return once again to the Confirm screen. Once you are satisfied with the information that has been entered, click the Submit button or the Submit drop-down button to find out what submit options are available to you. If you have access to the Submit drop-down button, there may exist up to 3 options available to you: Submit and Print Requisition, Submit and Email Requisition, and Save as Draft. The Submit and Print Requisition option is typically used to provide a hard copy reference or proof that the requisition was submitted. This should not be needed as Spend Manager Pro automatically saves, tracks, and provides detailed history through the use of the View Requisitions menu option. The Submit an Email Requisition option is typically used to provide a heads-up notification of an intent to order for the vendor so that the vendor can help expedite order fulfillment and shipping. The Save as Draft option is used to save the requisition in its current state so that it can be revisited and/or submitted at a later date time. Of course, clicking the Submit button will submit your requisition as a request to purchase goods or services as defined by your organization's policies. In other words, if your organization requires requisitions to go through an approval process, then clicking the Submit button will automatically send your requisition through the approval process. Once the requisition has been submitted, you will be able to track and manage your requisition by using the View Requisitions menu option. It is important to note that once you have received the goods services, it is extremely important that you post the receipt as soon as possible. For more information on the View Requisitions menu option, watch the video, View Requisitions. For more information on the posting receipts or returning items, watch the video, Receipts and Returns.